So into the boxing ring is Magomed Madiev. 20 bouts in the professional ranks under his belt already. 16 wins, 1 defeat, 3 draws. 5 of those wins coming inside the distance, but don't let that low 31% KO percentage fool you, because this man can crack, particularly with the left hook. Just ask England's Felix Cash.
The second fighter making his way to the cold corner from Ecuador is Ecuador, Abel Mina.
His opponent is 31-year-old Abel Mina from Ecuador. 21-fight professional, 17 wins, 9 of them inside the distance for a 53% KO ratio. 3 wins, 3 losses, and a draw as well. Abel Mina with a touch of style, the fedora tilted to the side as he makes his way in between the strands before taking up residence in the gold corner. But I love his sense of showmanship. Abel Mina, head of this IBA Champions Night debut.
Боксера, который стоит по левую руку от меня и выйдет на центр из черного угла. Ему 29 лет. Его официальный вес зафиксирован на отметке 75 килограммов ровно, при росте 180 сантиметров. Он родом из Махачкалы, Республика Дагестан. Представляет Центр прогресса бокса. Его профессиональное достижение отмечено 16 победами. 5 соперников он финишировал досрочно. 1 раз уступил своему визави и 3 провел поединки в ничью. Он чемпион России среди профессионалов, обладатель поясов WBA, AJ, WBC Silver, а также чемпион Евразии по версии Евразийского боксерского парламента. Давайте поприветствуем, вот он, Магомед Madiev! А вот и его соперник, он напротив выйдет на поединок из золотого угла. Ему 31 год. Его официальный вес зафиксирован на отметке 74,5 килограмма при росте 178 сантиметров. Introducing fighter in the gold corner first. He is 31 years old. His official weight is 74.5 kilograms. His height is 178 centimeters. Его профессиональный рекорд 17 побед, включая 9, которые одержаны нокаутом при 3 поражениях и 1 ничьей. His professional record is 17 wins, including 9 victories coming by way of knockout, 3 losses and 1 draw. По прозвищу «Настоящая мина». Дамас и кавалерос, demos la bienvenida a Abel, Authentic Mina! Mina! И за порядком в ринге следит наш уважаемый рефери Яков Петерсон из Эстонии.
So Mr. Yakov Peterson of Estonia called the boxers together for the final instructions.
No holding, no low blow. Listen to my commands all the time. Shake hands. Good luck.
So there is the tail of the tape then. 2 men similar in height. Both of them weighing comfortably at the 75-kilogram middleweight limit. So this is 75-kilogram middleweight action scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds between boxers from Russia and Ecuador. Slightly more compact figure, who's just scored with an explosive left jab to the body, is Magomed Madiev. His taller opponent, who's content to stand at center ring just on the edge of range before shooting out a left jab is Abel Mina, nicknamed Authentic, as Madiev to close the distance with that right hand to the body. Sharp shooting jab continuing to be fired out by Mina. So bobbing and weaving on the edge of range as he looks to feint his way in. Really does possess explosive movement, does Magomed Madiev. Mentioned the fact that even though his KO ratio is a modest 31%, I was ringside at the Alexandra Palace in February of 2022 when he put Felix Cash on the floor twice. Cash was docked a point for excessive holding as well, but still came away with a unanimous point decision victory over 10 rounds at the Alexandra Palace in North London. Was on the undercard of when John Ryder had a points victory over Danny Jacobs. But his left hook, a serious weapon, and there it is, right on cue, a leaping left hook after slipping to the left from Magomed Madiev. But it's a patient start from Abel Mina so far. Hard right hand driven into the body from Madiev. Nice left jab through the middle from Mina. Beautiful left jab from Mina, coming up from the belt line and just stopping the advancing Madiev in his tracks. Same shot once again. So controlling the distance very well behind that lead left hand for that portion of the round is Mina. But there's a jab from the shorter man, using timing to target the body to good effect. Treble jab fired out by Mina. The first two got through. Dropping down, showing good variance on his jab, Mina. First round in the books.
Get jazzy on.
Seconds out. Секунданты заканаты. Round 2. Второй раунд.
So into the second round then. Contest being fought pretty low tempo in terms of punch output. Madiev just trying to quicken his feet in the tempo now, but he's in trying to do so, he's got to somehow negate that left jab, which is proving to be a real nuisance from Abel Mina. Disruptive, perfectly timed there. Madiev gets through with a left jab of his own, followed by a right cross to the body where he stepped in nicely. Three-shot combination turned into a four-shot combination, and the third punch was a left hook as Mina continues to touch away with that nuisance of a lead left hand. Leaping left hook from Madiev was blocked by the right glove and forearm of Mina. Nice three-shot combination, left-right, left hook from Mina. So efficient with his movement and economical with his punch output. Doesn't waste much as he scores with a double jab once again. Back skimming the ropes just above our commentary position here. Right hand to the body, left hand to the head from Mina, whose expression hasn't changed. remains concentrated on the bustling figure in front of him. Hard right hand driven in the direction of the body, but was caught by the elbow of Mina. The hard right hand driven in. There's a right hand left hook over the top, just disrupted the boxing stance of Mina. Effective forward foray from Madiev, but Mina, the competitive, experienced pro that he is, firing back immediately. Left-right attempted by Mina, countered by a charge across the ring, which turned into a multi-phase attack from Magomed Madiev. Kept the attack going, but look at that variety, ending with a cracking left hook to the body, which turned into a left jab upstairs, and now Mina beginning to put his punches together with more spite and venom on them. Increase the power, increase the pace, and it was an effective portion of the round. Fantastic combination punching, showing good variety in his repertoire from Abel Mina. And there, Madiev digging away with two punches to the body beneath the elbows of Mina. Straight punch successes once again from Mina. Caught on the ropes. Spun off them effectively. But Madiev coming forward to end the round. What a round, my goodness. Warming up in the final minute of it. Both men landing some solid shots. Some of the action from that round, Mina finding himself momentarily on the ropes, but look at this combination punching here from Mina. Straight punches through the guard. Both men enjoying success. Some heavier punches in round number 2 compared with round number 1, which was very much a scouting mission. As we go into the third round, piston-like jab being shot out by Mina. Right hand over the top in response from Madiev. Beautiful left hook to the body to end that combination from Abel Mina. Man I first commentated on back in 2016, where he competed in the Global Olympic Qualifier in Baku in a bid to try and make it through to the Games of Rio. Wasn't successful. He also was a competitor in World Series boxing. In 2016, that same year, beat Jorge Luis Vivas Palacios of the Venezuela Caciques. Very patient boxer indeed. And speaking of the Olympics, he came away. It was a quarter-final loss in the 80-kilogram division. We ran into Arlen Lopez, who will be in search of his third Olympic title in Paris 2024, after prevailing by taking the gold in that multi-sport event for the continent of the Americas. That was in Santiago in Chile at the back end of last year. Abel Mina losing at the quarter-final stage to the majestic Cuban. But in terms of Olympic qualification from the IBA ranks, it's only Arlen Lopez and Julio Cesar La Cruz, both of whom are in pursuit of a third Olympic title, who have booked their spots for Cuba so far. There is one final Olympic qualifier scheduled to take place in Bangkok, Thailand at the end of May and into the start of June. But that gives you an idea as to the quality of Abel Mina in the 3-round format of boxing. America's continental bronze medalist, as he lands another jab which just rams into the forehead of Madiev. As Madiev knocked off balance by the right hand, even though it was caught by the gloves, and that's why his left hook was short. But he really hasn't been able to make Mina uncomfortable for any sustained period. He's had his successes as well, Magomed Madiev. But again, there has been no change in the expression or the breathing or the approach of Abel Mina, who's doing a good job managing the distance and indeed his energy levels in this contest thus far. So Madiev feinting before being put on the end of a double jab right cross. Here he reaches with a good left jab and right hand to the body, Magomed Madiev, but a thrusting long left scored by Abel Mina. Goes back to the shot once again. Left-right combination saw the right hand land before the two men fall into a clinch.
Организатор турнира — промоутерская компания Iron and Glows Promotions. Это новый бренд на рынке спортивных мероприятий федерального масштаба. Iron Glows Promotions — ваш проводник в мир спорта и успеха.
Some of the action from that round.
Seconds out. Секунданты заканаты. Round 4. Четвертый раунд.
So Magomed Madiev out aggressively to begin this fourth round. Just looking to pose some questions that will make Abel Mina think and have to do something differently from what he's been producing so far. There's a beautiful left hook to the body landed by Mina during the course of that combination. And Madiev just backing up for perhaps the first time in the contest. Did he feel the effects of that shot beneath his right elbow? So he's adopting a low lead held left, but his right elbow clamped to his torso as he looks for a sneaky left hook from around his kneecap. But a different posture being presented by Magomed Madiev here now. He's trying to draw Mina over the front foot for a sustained period of the round. Nice movement with the head on the inside from Madiev. Beautiful left jab. Landed from Mina. So maintaining the pressure. Oh, that's a wicked right hook slammed into the body from Mina after Magomed Madiev sustained his pressure. And you see Madiev, after he's picked off by a two-shot salvo, waves his man in. But it's Abel Mina who is just creeping around the boxing ring. So calm, so poised, but picking his spots in which to throw punches very effectively indeed. There's that disruptive left jab once again. Fires in a right cross over the top, but that was inaccurate. So Madiev has got to try and come up with something adaptive here to get inside the range and reach of the taller boxer on a consistent basis. And there, he pins his man to the ropes and has success, particularly with his left hook to the body. Can he position Mina on the perimeter of the boxing ring once again? That's a good left-right from Mina. Madiev comes straight back. But look at Mina keep the combination going, ending with a cracking left hook, jolting left jab landed by Mina during that exchange of lead lefts. That's a good right hand on the counter over the top from Madiev, looking for the same shot once again, but Mina keeping his balance beautifully once again. Right hand driven into the body was a right hook from Mina. Wonderful performance in terms of poise and patience being produced by Abel Mina. And despite Magomed Madiev having more successes in that fourth round, it is still Madiev operating at his own pace. A pace that seems incredibly comfortable for him. some of the action from that round.
Seconds out. Secondante Zakanada. Round 5. Пятый round.
So into the 5th round then, it's scheduled for 8. And Magomed Madiev went onto the back foot. Not sure whether it was of his own volition or because he was hurt by a beautiful left hook to the body during the course of round number 4. But Abel Mina is showing wonderful patience and poise to this point in this contest. Madiev has had some successes, but he's having a difficult time evading and indeed negating that long, accurate left jab, which is thrown with a fair amount of variety from Abel Mina, and then a beautiful long right hook around the left glove of Madiev. And Madiev, look at the gap that exists between the two of them. This is right in the wheelhouse of Abel Mina. But Madiev finding himself punching from beyond his own range. And even though Madiev catching those punches on his gloves and forearms, the fact that they're erected in a defensive position means that invariably he's not able to fire and land any offense of his own. Beautiful jab once again, body and head flicked out with such accuracy. Here's another varied jab once more. The power's varied, the angle's varied, the length of it is varied. And Magomed Madiev is having a difficult time negotiating and indeed negating it. Good left hook slung into the body once again from Mina. As Madiev, single right cross, sees him short by some distance. Left-right combination, then spinning counterclockwise is Mina, followed by left-right and then a left jab. Wonderful portion of the round from Abel Mina, who is standing seemingly stock still, a stationary target in front of his opponents, but Magomed Madiev not able to catch him with any sustained successes, principally because of that weapon there. The left jab followed by that roundhouse right, and Mina just creeping over the canvas of the boxing ring. His feet always in contact with it, and cleverly claims his man when Madiev gets into short range. But this a very clever display. Two-shot salvo from Madiev. Left hook was short, right hand did get through. So Abel Mina just looking to re-establish the gap between them. And it's that left jab. That's a cracking right uppercut, left hook, but it fires Madiev into action. But he had found that Abel Mina was no longer in the space, having ghosted away. But a terrific two-shot combination. Right uppercut, left hook, checking the bearded chin of Magomed Madiev. And now quickening his feet for perhaps the first time in the contest is Abel Mina. But this a very good display indeed. And Magomed Madiev, well, not quite a forlorn walk back to his corner, but he's got to come up with something adaptive here to try and get himself back into this contest, because he's being outboxed by the wonderful patience and variety, particularly from the left hand of Abel Mina. Still lots of time left, 3 rounds to go in this middleweight contest scheduled for 8. Wonderful accuracy from Abel Mina. The left hook and the conclusion of that two-shot combination.
Seconds out. Secondante Zakanada. Round 6. Шестой раунд.
So, still lots of time, and of course in the sport of boxing, everything can end in the blink of an eye with a single shot. But Magomed Madiev must be trailing on the scorecards, because Abel Mina, principally behind the shot that he's darting out there as he scores with it again before landing a sneaky overhand right, has controlled the distance very well indeed. His timing has been excellent. His punch output has been efficient. and his movement so economical. He hasn't wasted anything, Abel Mina. And nothing that Magomed Madiev has been able to do has made Abel Mina uncomfortable for any sustained period. So can, in these remaining 3 rounds, Magomed Madiev get closer on a more sustained basis? There he does get through. 3-shot combination saw the final 2 punches find a home, but Abel Mina responds immediately with a right hand to the body success of his own. Beautiful left jab from Mina once more. Big swing and a miss with the left hook from Magomed Madiev. Kept the attack going with the right hand before the boxers fall into a clinch. So Madiev stepping back in with a thrusting up jab. Couldn't find the range with it. That one was altogether closer as he looked to target the chest of Abel Mina. But Abel Mina in another neighborhood once again. Big gap between he and Magomed Madiev. And a terrific 2-shot combination, followed by a jab again, and another left jab. Abel Mina using his range and reach beautifully in this contest here tonight. And the front foot pressure that Magomed Madiev is looking to assert, well, he's not able to get into his own territory to score upon his opponent from Ecuador. And again, that charge across the ring from Magomed Madiev, just causing Abel Mina to lose his footing, but he's regained it quickly enough. Now he finds himself pinned on the ropes, takes a right hand through the middle. Magomed Madiev in search of another right hand, but was then tied up effectively by Abel Mina. So Magomed Madiev, when he quickened his feet, and then he works the body, there was a good right hand landed beneath the left elbow of Mina from Magomed Madiev. When he quickened his feet for a sustained period, well, Mina was able to counter it by responding in kind. But at this type of pace and at this type of tempo, Abel Mina looks as though he could box 15 rounds if necessary. Oh, that's a beautiful counter left hook from Mina after a big swing and a miss with a left hook from Madiev. And back foot boxing to neutralize the front foot aggression that Magomed Madiev is looking to apply. There's a trace of blood around his right eye. And a bit of a frustrated look creeping into the phlegmatic expression of Magomed Madiev. At the end of that 6th round, well, credit to Magomed Madiev. He's trying to do something different. He's trying to quicken his feet and get closer to Abel Mina, but he hasn't been able to do so with any sustained success. That ice pack keeping the core temperature down of Abel Mina, because his temperament has been ice cold throughout this contest so far. Fantastic overhand right slung in, and then look at that for a counter left hook in the closing stages of the round from Abel Mina.
Round 7. 7th round.
So into the 7th round we go. Mentioned some of the 3-round IBA credentials as Abel Mina tripping out that lead left hand beautifully once again. Some of the 3-round credentials of Abel Mina, who despite his 21 fights in the professional ranks, his last one coming as recently as February of this year against Kamil Smerometa, came away with a draw on the road over in Poland, but continues to remain active in the 3-round IBA format of boxing. As for Felix Cash, he was a World Youth silver medalist way back in 2012. Man who bested him for World Youth gold that year, as Mina fires away with a backhand once again before reasserting his effectiveness with the jab. The man who beat Magomed Madiev for World Youth gold, as that right eye continues to, I'm not sure if it's leaking blood or if it's a graze that has just reddened significantly. But it was Alexander Kizniak who bested him in the gold medal bout way back when they were youths. Remember, Kizniak's sole defeat in the Olympic cycle between Paris and Tokyo some 5 years later came in the gold medal bout against Herbert Souza, when he was in front by a considerable distance, only to be walked on to a picture-perfect left hook from the Brazilian boxer, who joined Robson Conceição as Olympic champions from the mighty South American nation. Here's a sneaky left hook fired in from Magomed Madiev. Oh, that's a wonderful right hand from Abel Mina, who then spun off the line counterclockwise, then changed his movement clockwise and peppered his man with jabs once again. This has been a brilliant display from Abel Mina, and it must be so frustrating for Magomed Madiev, because he's being pieced up patiently by Abel Mina. No change in the man's demeanor, no sustained increase in his punch output or pace, but he's just picked him off repeatedly. And Magomed Madiev, credit to him as he continues to try to quicken his feet to take it to Abel Mina, but he's inconvenienced by being tied up on the inside once again. So Madiev trying to walk his man down once more, find his man just floating over the canvas of the boxing ring, rendering Madiev unable to close the gap. And then a left-right combination, even though it was blocked and deflected by the gloves, it still had enough to lift up the left foot from Magomed Madiev. And then it was followed by another combination success from Abel Mina, who must be leading by a proverbial country mile in the presence of the IBA president, Mr. Umar Kremlev. He was in Astana at the Asian Under-22 Championships for the grand opening of that tournament, and here he is now ringside enjoying more IBA Champions Night affair, another IBA Champions Night affair in Almaty. A good run of IBA Champions Night events in recent weeks, and remember, it's the Spanish capital of Madrid next week for the next stop of IBA Champions Night action. Again, wonderful work from Abel Mina, and he knows he's in complete control.
Seconds out. Secondante Zakanate. Round 8.
So into the 8th and final round. And Magomed Madiev, as he takes another stiff left jab, he needs a knockout, because he must be trailing on the scorecards. And you see Madiev just waving in Abel Mina, but Abel Mina boxing on his own terms, scoring to both head and body once again, as Magomed Madiev continues his grim advance, looking to walk his man down. Right hook around the corner is blocked by the left glove of Abel Mina, and now he's got Abel Mina on the ropes, but Abel Mina, with his strength, with his ring generalship, able to walk his way off the strands, digging away with the right hand with successes both upstairs and downstairs is Magomed Madiev. And now it's back in the territory of Abel Mina, who has secured his get back by scoring beautifully to both head and body once again, showcasing his punching prowess from long range. It has been a very clever display of the most efficient variety from Abel Mina. It's crucial that Magomed Madiev continues to believe that he can find the punch to turn the tide in his favor. Halfway through the final round now, he needs a KO. And Abel Mina, he just got to remain cautious of the firepower that the man from Russia possesses, particularly in that left hook. Capable of taking men out. So Mina, crucial that he remains switched on, so that his lights aren't switched off. But Abel Mina enjoying his work now and engaging in a little bit of a trade-off near the neutral corner. What a right uppercut! That is a beautiful punch. And then a shimmy of the hips from the man who came swaggering to the boxing ring with a fedora tilted to the side. There's a right uppercut in response from Magomed Madiev. And the experienced professional from Ecuador knows that he has got this one in the bag. He's tasted the power of Magomed Madiev, and he's confident that he has the reserves of energy and punch resistance to deal with it. And that is why he's showboating, not to disrespect Magomed Madiev, but just to reassert the superiority and get inside the mind of Magomed Madiev in a bid to discourage him further. Credit to Magomed Madiev, he's remained committed to his cause, but he hasn't been able to inconvenience or unsettle Abel Mina for any sustained period during the course of this contest. The 10-second clapper is imminent, and this has been a wonderful performance from the man from Ecuador. And Magomed Madiev, just a nod of respect in the direction of the man known as authentic, and he has remained authentic to his qualities here tonight. Fantastic variety, a wide repertoire, boxing on his own terms, at his own tempo, in his own territory, and that is why he raises that right arm immediately, because it has been a magnificent performance over the course of 8 3-minute rounds produced by Abel Mina. He climbs the neutral corner turnbuckle and is basking in the applause that he is receiving from the fans in attendance here at the BALUAN SHOLAK Sports Palace in Almaty. It's been a fantastic performance, and Abel Mina finding the energy to dance his way around the boxing ring. Such a stark contrast in terms of the emotions evident from the black corner, because an experienced operator is Magomed Madiev, and boxers know. And Magomed Madiev, along with his corner, know that it hasn't been their night tonight. Fedora now turned to the back as he continues to cut a dash up in the boxing ring. The stylish figure of Abel Mina just having his gloves removed in anticipation of the verdict, which will hear him declared as a unanimous point decision victor. Well, credit to Magomed Madiev. He never stopped competing, but he simply couldn't find the key to unlock the puzzle that is Abel Mina, who produced a fantastic display. Terrific performance from this man, who came to the ring filled with swag.
Итак, уважаемая публика, перед тем, как я озвучу вам официальный вердикт судейской бригады, давайте поблагодарим парней за этот интереснейший поединок, который они провели на ринге Ночи чемпионов IBA в Алматы. Итак, уважаемая публика, боксеры прошли всю дистанцию, и после 8 раундов бокса судейское решение единогласно. Все трое судей посчитали этот поединок. All three judges reached a unanimous decision in favor of the winner. В пользу победителя, которым становится Abel Mina.
So there is official confirmation of what we all just witnessed over the course of 8 3-minute rounds. A magnificent performance from Abel Mina, who is, again, rehashing and rehearsing what he just produced, using feints to magnificent effect. His long left jab, his ring generalship and footwork were absolutely beautiful to behold. Abel Mina, a unanimous points decision victor, outpointing Magomed Madiev over 8 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. What a performance.
Ну что ж, уважаемая публика, сейчас я хотел бы обратиться именно к вам. Ведь сегодня уникальный день не только потому, что в Алматы проходит Ночь чемпионов IBA и будет разыгран в главном поединке пояс чемпиона Азии в весовой категории до 71 килограмма. Но и есть еще одно важное объявление и событие, которое состоится сегодня. Я попрошу наших операторов, если это возможно, сейчас показать вот этот стол, потому что именно на нем сейчас находится главный